One take, one take, one take, one take, Tuesday! Tuesday is a very special day, but did you know it was invented by Sir Arthur Tuesday, King of Camelot, in the 1400s? That's history. I hope you've learnt something here today. Hello, I'm NBZ. This is One Take Tuesday, and I'm doing a Pokemon battle. What else do you expect? I mean, it's written on the tin, it's on the title, so you better be expecting it. So we're here, we're trying to claw our way back into the ring of Pokemon after 2 losses, and trying to do something about it. So I'm going to bring something dumb and stupid, which is broken like Thunderous, and hopefully that'll help me out. What I do first turn is I go for the taunt on this little Galvantula. You know why? Because he's gonna... I mean, come on, it's like... If you have Galvantula on your team, if you don't lead with it, then frankly, you are kind of being a bit of a maverick. Because most people, if they have Galvantula, they'll go, yeah, I'm going to lead with it, I'm going to have my Sticky Web first turn. No, not having it. Thunderous, just stop that, taunt him, and then cracking a Thunder on his head to try and do damage. Did a lot of damage, to the point at which he can actually die from the next one. So he's going to switch fearing my Thunder to a Goodra. I didn't want to miss my second Thunder, so I went into Amoonguss thinking that he might stay in with his Galvantula, and Bob's your uncle, we're in not the best of places because he Fire Blasts as I go for a Spore and activate Samsung. You guys, like, I thought most Goodras run gooey, that gooey thing that makes people slow. But apparently this one isn't. It's run a Sapsipper, so I'm going to have to keep that in mind for later on, because it's going to be important, tell you what. I'm going to go to Azumarill and get predicted. Look at me here, just trying to make some switches, and he is just rolling me all over the place. Thunderbolts me on the switch, and he probably could go for another one. He's probably faster than me, but the Play Rough would most likely take him out. Switches to Quagsire to hopefully deal with it. However, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a little bit of a step ahead. I'm thinking my brain cogs is going around. I'm thinking, obviously, he sees Azumarill is going to go to Quagsire, so I'm going to put myself in a better position, going back to Amoonguss, and hopefully getting off another powder. But apparently... just predicting me again. I'm trying to stun Spore, but I can't paralyze an electric type. It simply isn't allowed in the rules at this point in time. X and Y have disavowed it, so that does suck. I tell you what, and it means, unfortunately, because I don't have Thunderous in on the turn that Galvantula is also in, I can't stop his Sticky Web, and I don't have a Defogger, I don't have a Spinner, I literally have zero way of getting rid of the Sticky Web, so let's hope I don't have to rely on Pokemon that much, which are going to be affected by it. I do have a Garchomp, which is going to be slowed, but man, I hope that that's not going to be a big deal. In any case, it goes into a Mamo. I'm like, alright, that's, Mamoswine is a very broken Pokemon, is very powerful, and hurts people with his giant tusks which can stick through their bodies, and then that's just, it's a horrible sight. However, I am starting a rebellion. It's time, ladies and gentlemen, to get out the Mockingjay. Let's hold it up as a warning to our enemies, and such is the case. Skarmory, a threatening monster indeed. I'm going to bring it in and get some spikes up. Now, I see Volcarona, I'm like, you know what? It's Volcarona. It's going to die. You know why? Because I've seen this before. I've seen Skarmory use Brave Bird. No attack investment, maybe a little bit, maybe 4 EVs of attack investment. Hardly attack investment. Brave Bird, it's a one-shot. Defensive Skarmory, one-shots Volcarona, and that's why, ladies and gentlemen, when that happens, I tend to stay in against the Volks, because they try and set up with Quiver Dance, thinking, la 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 la, I'm all fine and dandy, and you're going to switch out fearing my fire move. But no, ladies and gentlemen, you want to stop that. Plain and simple, and that is what I did. I do see the Goodra now, so I'm like, well, it's just probably Fire Blast again, so let's just get out of there, let's go to something else. And at this point, frankly, I mean, I could go to Azumarill, but then what if he predicts me in T-Balls, and then I start being useless, and I don't have another great switch in. So I'm just going to sack fodder off my Thunderous. It's done its job, Galvantula's out the way already, because Amoonguss Giga Drained it to death. So I don't need to worry about any more. I couldn't anyway, because I already got Sticky Web up. So whatever, Thunderous is down. It leaves me the window to go into Zard, who is going to be able to Mega Evolve, turn into Charizard X, and not Dragon Dance. Why would I not Dragon Dance? Well, ladies and gentlemen, he has a Quagsire on his team, if you didn't already notice, meaning that it has Unaware, meaning that any of my boosts are going to be absolutely nullified. So instead, I straight up go for Outrage. I end up getting a crit, which does matter only if I get a 2-turn Outrage instead of a 3, or if I had got a 2-turn Outrage instead of a 3-turn. Instead, what happens is he brings in Mega Pinsir, he's going to try and go for the Mega Evolution, trying to kill me off with the boosted Quick Attack Aerialate, that thing, which is priority and super dangerous and can be horrible. However, ladies and gentlemen, this thing is on Team Fat because I'm living with a pretty sizable chunk, 20 HP, and get off the second outrage to annihilate the pincer. So essentially, if I would have 2-hit KO'd the Quagsire. It would just be a case of whether I got confused or got the 3-turner, and we'd have been in the same position, honestly, because Mamoswine comes in and Ice Shards and finishes me off, and hey, nothing I can do about that because I'm locked in and I can't switch. So now I believe I'm going to Azumarill. I'm thinking, alright, Expert Belt, boosted, got the Aquajet priority. I can kill this Mamoswine if I just believe. If I just believe in the heart of this little rabbit, it's going to happen. Unfortunately, I clearly wasn't praying hard enough because he just doesn't. He gets so close. He does get to the point where I'm going to kill a Mamoswine, though. He's going to kill himself, however, is what is meant by that for the life orb. The life orb is going to come in. Jolly great, take him out, and we're down to me versus this goddamn Goodra. Now here's the problem. I have Among Us. Right, and literally 3 of my moves are grass. 3 of my moves are grass, so they're going to give him the Sap Sipper boost and do nothing else. I also have a Garchomp, right? Garchomp is going to be screwed because if I go into that, well, probably going to die because I am slower thanks to the stupid freaking sticky web. Actually, I probably could live a Dragon Pulse, but that's besides the point. I would be slower and maybe some bad stuff would happen. Also, I have a Skarmory, which could die to a Fire Blast, right? So I'm just in a bad position. However, ladies and gentlemen, I have Foul Play, so I concoct what is one of the most delicious plans in all of the history of Pokemon, in my honest opinion. I go for the Spore to raise his attack, then I Foul Play, see how much it does, I'm like, okay, that's a decent amount. Now I'm going to bring Among Us back, get the Regenerator going, because I don't want any Fire Blast, Rogue Fire Blast coming, because he's going for Dragon Pulse, trying to kind of get me in the range of Fire Blast, not to waste them. I go to Skarmory to die, if it was a Dragon Pulse, whatever, I could maybe get a Brave Bird in, but he Fire Blast, it's fine. Go into Among Us now. I'm like, alright, I should have this. If I don't kill him with this Foul Play, then I'm going to switch back out to Garchomp and switch back in my Among Us, and hey presto, a third one should finish the job. And as it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, not only am I able to convincingly take that Fire Blast, but the second Foul Play straight up kills him, a special attacker whose ability I took complete advantage of, and it just so happened that my set was absolutely perfect for that given situation. I raised his own attack, and I used it against him, and my friends, that's one of those special things about Pokemon. One of those unique scenarios that kind of throws its way out there and you're like, holy crap, I made use of that and that was actually really freaking cool. So, there you go. That's the battle. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like. Likes are always appreciated. I like likes, and as I, rambled on before, that's something that is, great. And you can comment, all that great stuff. I am pretty much done. So I'm going to shut up and get out of your way. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. If you don't, well, it's your fault, I guess. See you next time. Goodbye.